Hi there guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks very much for joining us again today. I've got a very short video for you today that will demonstrate how to use Canva. Just before I get into that, I'd like to mention that you've got access to this platform for absolutely free via a link in the description for this video. So if you want to give it a go and you want to try all of this out, then you can do so by just clicking on that link. And you'll need to log into the system as standard with any kind of browser-based platform. You can use an email to do so. I personally use my Google emails to do. It doesn't really matter how you come into the platform. You can use a Facebook account as well. And if I just take you back there for a second, if I sign out right up there, it's got the typical kind of multi-platform login screen like that, okay? So if you haven't even got an email, you can get in there as well somehow. I've never had to experience that, but I go continue with Google. It asks you to log in with your Google email, and then you'll arrive at this screen just like that. So very quickly, I'm going to outline. I'm not going to go into detail on any specific kind of tool, or I'm just going to go into the general approach that you should take when using Canva, okay? And there's a lot more kind of tutorial-based stuff on this platform and other platforms available on the channel, so this is just a general kind of how to approach it. As you can see, it's all sort of template-based, okay? So the first thing that you need to decide is what is the platform that you're going to utilize. How are you going to use the thing that you want to make? So is it like an Instagram story? Is it going to be printed out? Is it going to be a logo? Is it going to be a card? You need to first decide that. So you'll have to have a specific purpose in mind for what you need. Typically, if you're using this on a mobile device, you're going to need it for some kind of online use, or you'd use it for like leaflet printing or something like that. And as you can see, the templates are available up here at the top as well as on display here. If I click more, you can see just the sheer amount of stuff that you can make here. The different categories available for us is quite vast, okay? So you could, explore them and just kind of have a look and see what's kind of possible really on the platform. So I'm just going to pick something at random. Let's go for a phone wallpaper, for example, okay? So when you click it, you'll first come up with a blank page, as you see, and then you'll be able to select from a big range of templates that you've got available for you here as well, okay? So Canva is template based, okay? So I highly recommend exploring the templates, having a look at them, loading them in, seeing how they've been built and put together, and then utilizing a template that's closest to your needs and evolving it to suit your needs specifically. So even if it's something, along these lines where you've got a layout of pictures like that and you want nothing to do with fashion or women or anything like that, you'd just use that and then you could retrofit it to suit your needs. And as you can see, I can just select these images, I can hot swap them, I can duplicate them, I can change them out, I could delete them, rearrange them, whatever you need, you can drag them around. And then sort of, every time you sort of click an asset on the page, you'll see that in the top left hand sort of area here that you'll get a different set of options appear, whatever you've got selected. Now this particular image, for example, you can see that you can crop it, flip it, animate the way it appears, and rotate it, resize it, just as you would in a word editing package or a Photoshop type platform. Most of that is available for you, okay? So and you can see that the background is selectable, and I can edit that. I can either select edit image and load a whole different library of images into it. You can upload your own images and obviously make something very customizable. And if I go in here, you can see that you can utilize some various effects and just randomly changing it. I didn't even know what that was, to be honest. And you can see that you can get some very interesting textures and effects and stuff very, very easily, okay? So just experiment with it would be the best thing I'd recommend. Just spend some time playing with it and just mocking up something as a couple of test runs before you set out to make something. That would definitely be advisable. You can see that you've got some access to some basic settings as well then with regards to the image, and you should be accustomed to seeing them if you've ever used some kind of social media platform. So you've obviously got these little menu items on the left hand side here as well, which will allow you to access then some of the other things that you may need, you know. So the elements one in particular allows you then to sort of just drag and drop graphic items in like that, and then resize them, and you've got access to their settings. And for example, you know, that's like a black and white image, obviously, and you've got here now 2 squares, black and white. So obviously they would give you access then to change the colors that appear. So I can make it red, and then instead of white I could put purple, for example. And as you can see, you know, it's sort of very easy to sort of achieve what you want using the sort of presets that are available to you. If you go home, then that'll allow you then to browse what you've got left. And then you'll notice that what I've just created, although you can't see it at the moment, it's just sort of populating that image, I'd imagine, has now appeared in this recent designs area. So that means that it's got an autosave feature, and even if you shut down the browser, next time you log in, what you've made last will appear here. Okay, so these are all the things that I've sort of made in the past, tests and things like that. And then you can just give them a single click, access them, and, you know, rework them, etc. Then once you're happy with what you need and what you've got in front of you to sort of render that as an image and get it out of the platform, it's all through this little share button in the top right hand corner then. So you can either link to it. I'd say 99% of the time you're going to hit download either on a mobile device or on a PC or a Mac or whatever you're on, and that'll then just, you know, download it to a local area such as your image gallery or your downloads folder or whatever. So that'll then give you it as an image. As you can see, if I click that, it asks you sort of, you know, what format do you want it in, and you can select from a range of formats, and then a couple of basic options with regards to that format, and then hit download, and then it comes down for you. And that concludes the video tutorial. So yeah, like I said at the beginning, you can access this now for free, so I highly recommend you giving it a go. Just click the link in the description for this video. If you like that video and you'd like more content of this nature and some tutorials and things like that, give us a like and subscribe to the channel. And if you've got any requests or any questions or anything like that, leave them as comments down below. Thank you very much.